move a square in the game that they're using and realize it too late, like the shooting of Huey Newton or Patrice Lumumba and Salvador Allende, slaughtered by the power-hungry branches of their own gente.
Pawns only move a square in the game that they're used to and realize it's too late, like the shooting of Huey Newton or Patrice Lumumba and Salvador Allende, slaughtered by the power-hungry branches of their own gente. Who was Patrice Lumumba? That's what I want to talk about today. Lumumba was the first prime minister of the Congo, now known as the Democratic Republic of the Congo, or the DRC. Before he was elected prime minister, the Congo was known as the Belgian Congo and was under Belgian colonial rule from 1908 until 1960, when it was granted its independence. Patrice Lumumba was no doubt a controversial figure. He spoke out against the horrors of colonial rule. This may have been part of what led to his overthrow and assassination. Let's look at this clip from his famous Independence Day speech.
Nous avons connu les ironies, les insultes, les coups que nous devions subir matin, midi et soir, parce que nous étions des nègres. Qui oubliera qu'à un noir, on disait tu, non certes comme à un ami, mais parce que les voix honorables étaient réservées aux seuls blancs.
Lumumba was definitely aware of the horrors of colonization. He came up in the village of Analua. Rubber was an important commodity for the colonizers there. Leo Zelig found in his book Lumumba that, quote, villagers were forced to work for new masters, leaving home sometimes for weeks to tap rubber in surrounding forests so they could meet the targets set by the colonial authority, end quote. He also found in his research that colonizers used the braided whip called the mafimbo on villagers when rubber quantities were deemed insufficient. This torture with this whip resulted in serious injury and sometimes death. Lumumba was elected Prime Minister June 30th, 1960. We previously saw a clip of his Independence Day speech. I will now read another part of that speech. He says, quote, we are going to show the world what the black man can do when he works in freedom. And we are going to make of the Congo the center of the sun's radiance for all of Africa. We are going to keep watch over the lands of our country so that they truly profit her children. We are going to restore ancient laws and make new ones which will be just and noble. We are going to put an end to suppression of free thought and see to it that all our citizens enjoy the full fundamental liberties foreseen in the Declaration of the Rights of Man. A couple of months later, Lumumba was dismissed as Prime Minister September 5th, 1960 by President Joseph Kasavubu. Both houses in the parliament later reaffirmed him as Prime Minister. William Bloom found in his research that just a few days after being reinstated, quote, Army strongman Joseph Mobutu took power in a military coup designed by the United States, end quote. Bloom also found that the CIA tried to poison Lumumba with a lethal virus, but that plan didn't end up working out. It is believed that Lumumba was assassinated January 17, 1961 by firing squad.